and thanks for joining us from our studios in Israel. I'm Aaron Porras, here with ILTV's Morning Briefing.
President Trump has just made history and reversed decades of American policy by officially recognizing Jerusalem as Israel's capital. The president has also announced plans to accordingly relocate the United States Embassy to Jerusalem in a speech that is destined to become a turning point in Middle East history. The shockwaves from this decision can already be felt all over the world. While Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu is hailing this as a historic day for Israel and the Jewish people, the Palestinians have erupted into rage, condemning Trump for effectively ending the peace process. Trump is reassuring the world that the United States still backs a two-state solution regardless of this recognition. But leaders from all over the world, including Trump's own state, defense, and intelligence departments, seem to disagree. The Palestinians are now withdrawing their officers from Washington, D.C., saying Trump's unilateral decision marks the end of America's role as a fair peace mediator. American diplomats have been barred from entering the old city of Jerusalem, and Palestinian outrage is expected to take a violent turn in the immediate future. Shocking new statistics have just come in saying that nearly 1.8 million Israelis were living in poverty last year. Even more heartbreaking is the fact that Israeli children make up nearly half of that figure. Jerusalem ranks in as the poorest region in Israel by far, where a staggering 55% of children live below the poverty line. To put that in perspective against the cost of living, the poverty line in Israel is set for individuals who make under $11,000 a year. That's less than $1,000 a month. For spouses, the line is drawn for couples who collect less than $18,000 annually, and for a family of 5, less than $33,600 a year. Although unemployment numbers have dropped slightly in this time frame and the minimum wage has recently been raised, it's clear that working conditions and salaries still demand immediate repair throughout the country. The National Insurance Institute has issued this chilling statement, quote, "In the rankings of OECD countries, Israel continues to place at the top of the poverty scale," end quote. 20 residents of the Palestinian village of Kusra have just been arrested by Israeli security forces in connection to last week's clashes with settlers who were out for a hike. In the incident, over 20 children and 2 armed guards went out for a hike while they were attacked by Palestinians throwing stones. A guard fired upon the stone throwers, killing 48-year-old Mahmoud Zal-Odeh. What followed was more residents from Kusra arriving to join in the mob, trapping the hiking group in a cave. They then robbed and continued to attack them. The 20 suspects have all been arrested with alleged direct connections to the incident or incitement to violence, and all the stolen property, which included one of the guards' guns, have been found and returned. In an interesting case of culture shock, secular people on social media and women's organizations alike are now questioning and criticizing the seemingly bizarre behaviors of award-winning Orthodox singer-songwriter Yonatan Razel. In a recent women's-only concert that he played in Jerusalem, the 44-year-old Orthodox Jewish performer put black duct tape over his eyes to avoid seeing women in the crowd dancing. While critics are decrying the behavior as extreme, even asking, quote, how far the supposed religious extremism will go and which rabbis are encouraging this type of behavior, Razel believes himself to have simply been following religious doctrine. Orthodox Judaism forbids men from watching women dance to prevent them from getting aroused inappropriately. Further, according to his agent, quote, Yonatan Razel's face was uncovered for the entire performance. The part in which he's seen with his eyes covered happened for mere minutes, when women formed dance circles at the foot of the stage. This was his personal decision so as not to remain with uncovered eyes in front of the dancing women. Afterwards, he removed the coverings and continued to perform, end quote. Yonatan lives in Jerusalem with his wife, 3 daughters, and son. In response to complaints from many working and single parents, Israeli schools up to 3rd grade might now be extending their school year. If the initiative passes, 11 days will be added around or even during the holidays of Passover, Shavuot, and Chanukah. Education Minister Naftali Bennett is now vying for final approval on the plan, which will come if and when the budget of 400 million shekels or $114 million in expected operational costs is agreed to. Further, some funding will likely be taken as fees from the parents, on a sliding scale based on average income in the municipality. Costs are expected to be between free for low-income communities to 30 shekels per child per day in the wealthier districts. Now, all that's left is the signature of Finance Minister Moshe Kahlon, who's expected to pass the initiative as he said he supported the idea in theory just last year.
That's all for now. I'm Aaron Porras, and see you later with our main daily broadcast from Israel at 2 p.m. Eastern Time.